Peace and love, my friend. What a time to be alive. A lot of pain in the air right now. A lot of anger, sadness, fear, separation, division. And that's where we're at as consciousness right now. But don't allow all of this that's going on to pull you out of the positive moments, of the amazing gifts we get to be a part of, the amazing communities there are, the amazing people. I just got back from the gym. You know how many happy, amazing people were in that one space? I walked out of the gym was closing. I walk up, I see a group of like 10 people talking, laughing, smiling. Over there, I see a group of 5 people walking out with me. I see there's these 2 girls laughing and smiling and having a conversation. So yes, there is a lot at the surface right now. A lot of things are being triggered and being revealed. Things are breaking right in front of our eyes. But this is all what's been in the works for so long. This isn't anything new. This is simply in the news, and people are starting to pay more and more attention to it. Respectfully, me making this video changes nothing. Like, yes, me putting good vibes and, standing for speaking on what I believe in and spreading this message is obviously powerful. But if I speak these words and then I go and I operate out of division and separateness, when this video is done, these words mean nothing. You putting something on your story means nothing if you don't embody it in your day-to-day life. And that is the truth. That is the raw reality. That is all God cares about. God does not care if you are a preacher. God does not care if you are extremely vocal about all of these different opinions and beliefs. But how do you show up? How do you show up for yourself, number one? Because what we're seeing now and is being presented to the world is hurt people are hurting people. And if we're being honest, that pain, that anger, that sadness, that trauma didn't just magically appear. It came and was passed through hurt people not showing up and loving themselves. This, if anything comes out of this time for you, take this as a sign you need to show up for yourself. You need to choose love for yourself, because if you want to pump love into the people around you, if you want to bring us all together, but you don't give love to yourself, you don't give grace to yourself, you will not be able to give that to others, and you will project you'll project your negativity onto the world. Yes, you should stand for something strong during this time, and if you have something to say it fully from the bottom of your heart. Like, speak it fully, truthfully. But I see a lot of people losing sight of what's actually going on. And I see a lot of people looking at this as a time of division. But at what point do we stop fighting anger with anger? At what point do we choose love? Because look, we can go in there guns a-blazing, we can do this, we can do that. That doesn't solve anything. That forces separation to continue. Obviously, there has to be some type of boundaries and punishment for actions. But the long-term answer is not fighting the fight with more fire, with more anger, more sadness, more lack, more separation, losing sight that me projecting anger back to them, me projecting back to them, only hurts me, only hurts consciousness, only hurts God. Like, it only pulls us further and further apart. So my challenge to you is to actually show up in your day-to-day life and spread love. Simply. It blows my mind, like I talked about earlier, is nobody cares if you put this on your story. Nobody cares. That does literally nothing. If people just click through. But do you operate every single day, every single interaction? Is it to bless that person next to you? Is it to spread love? Is it to spread that internal peace and oneness, to make that person feel seen, heard, understood, loved? Do you even walk around and talk to random people? Do you even spread love? Do you even check in on the people in your life and actually listen to them, or do you just talk at them? Do you objectify? Do you judge all these people that you see walking by you in your day-to-day life, and you make projections about who they are and how they operate? And you don't give them the space to be themselves freely because you can't accept who you are, so you project that onto other people? Are you avoiding your emotions and the raw reality of what your life has looked like to this moment, and facing the truth about how you show up as a human being and how you operate in day-to-day life? Are you still avoiding that? Then you must do something about it. Like, it is always love. Love is always the answer, and it always will be. And this love isn't out there. It isn't in shooting someone. It isn't. That is what is the root of all of this problem, is the separation, the illusion of ego. The things I talk about in all of these videos, I put these out. Listen to them. I put them out for a reason. Because a person who is in alignment with God, whatever that means to you, we are not going to let God separate us even more in a time like this. Whatever your beliefs are around God. And that's another challenge to you. Are you so set in your religious beliefs that is causing more and more division? Or is your relationship with God out of love? Love to your neighbor, love to the people around you. Did you even pray? Like, when I say this isn't like egotistically saying I'm better or anything like that. But I'm presenting you with these perspectives on where we're at as society, as a consciousness, as human beings. And I'm providing a mirror to you to see how you're actually showing up. Did you even pray when you saw those things happen? Did you even stop for a moment? Like, actually stop for a moment, put how you feel to the side, and genuinely pray for those people. Like, take a moment of silence and send love their way? Or was it a conversation piece in your life? Was it solely a conversation piece that makes you feel good for having the conversation with other people and saying this and that and standing all strong and tough, but then you keep going back to separation, you keep going back to judgment, thinking you are better than anyone else. And no one else has the right to their own opinion and their own beliefs. That you are superior and you know it all. You know how their life should unfold, how they should show up, how they should do this, how they should do that. Like, no. And I hope you understand when I say these things to you, I share my perspective that's helped me feel more in alignment with God and who I feel I truly am. I'm not telling you how to live. I'm giving you frameworks to try on. I always make that clear with you guys. I'm giving you a framework to try on. If it serves you, if it feels right, try it on and stick to it. Use this as a time to check in on your people. Use this as a time to check in on yourself. Spend time in silence with yourself to be real about where you are at. Because something has to change if we want something to change. It's pretty clear the path we're on at this point. And this was far before this week. If anyone looked clearly, you could see the path we are on, where society is heading. There's a lot of really aligned people doing a lot of work, building communities, spreading love, living a life of God. Like, there's a lot of amazing things going on, and I challenge you to shift all of the attention off the things that are outside of your control, all those negative things you see on the news. Putting your attention onto those things more and more and more and more and more and more and more is what they want. It pulls us further and further apart. But what actually helps is focusing on the positive, the things that bring us together. Imagine this. Imagine this. Every single human being went out into the world, into society tomorrow, and gave someone a hug. I know that's a little extreme, so let's take it down a notch. Every single human being tomorrow went out into the world and had a normal, real, raw conversation where they ask someone questions and they listen to someone they wouldn't talk to, or normally they've never met, some random person. Just gave them a compliment even. Imagine what that would do to consciousness, to the frequency we're putting off into this earth, into this world. It's as simple as that. So you can continue to sit in all of this. But what good does that really do? Like, what good does it do to sit in anger, to sit in sadness, to feel out of control and keep giving away your attention and your energy? Put it back into oneness, into yourself. What's best for you? What does it look like? Get real with yourself right now. What does it look like for me to show up out of alignment with God? What would it look like if I showed up as my higher self? I felt really good. I felt just this abundance within me. My heart was just shining. So much love in my life. So much peace and calmness. in connection, what would my life look like? How would I show up? And if we take our attention from over here, all this noise, and we focus on that, watch, you'll just start radiating that to anyone you come into contact with, even if you don't speak to them. When you walk into a room, you will just naturally put off that energy into the room. Focus on that. We don't need more people watching other people's bobbers. We need more people being real with themselves and getting back to oneness. Because if everyone simply showed up like that, if they handled what they needed to handle, they faced all the trauma they needed to face, they sat with everything, they processed everything, they let it all go, they accepted, they released, we would not have hurt people continuing to just hurt people. And if you need help, if you need support, you need guidance, you are not alone. Feel free to ask me, feel free to ask other people, your friends, your family, professionals, whatever you need. It's not weak. It's real. It's raw. It takes strength to ask for help. It takes strength to face your emotions, to face your anger, to call all of your anger to the surface and allow yourself to sit with it and do nothing. That's real strength. That's real power. Not you thinking you have the right to end another human being's life. That's not real power. Come on. So don't lose sight of what's actually going on. Love yourself. Love those around you. It's that simple. It's always been that simple. And it will continue to be that simple. But it must start within here first. It must start within you showing up for yourself. And that takes a raw, vulnerable look of your life and who you are. I love you. We got this. There's no doubt in my mind that we cannot come together and that we won't come together as a society, as a world, as beings. We are so divinely protected and guided in this experience. The love that is shining right now is so strong. Don't lose sight of that. You are loved. You are safe. You are protected. Keep letting your light shine. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here with me. Just grateful for you. Grateful for the people in my life, for my health. Lots of things to be grateful for. Don't overcomplicate this. I love you.